So yeah, get yourself in a nice comfortable position, and if you do find that your arm aches when you do alternate nostril breathing, just bring it to a pillow or your knee if you want to. But we'll just relax the shoulders, get ourselves into a nice position to start with, and just check in, because it might be the first time you've checked in all day. So relaxing the shoulders, drawing the crown of the head up, having that focal point, so either have the eyes closed or focusing on a certain area, just a couple of feet away from you. Closing the mouth and just bringing the breath through the nose if you can. And like I say, it might be sort of the first time that you've checked in with yourself and just noticed sensations, tension, or peace within yourself. So just acknowledging that. If you have got a cold or blocked nose, you might find that you don't want to do alternate nostril, just focus on the breath. So gently bring the right hand up towards your face, the first two fingers in the middle of your forehead, the ring finger covering your left nostril, the thumb covering your right. Start by gently closing off the right and taking inhale in through the left. And then you're going to close off the left when you're ready. Open the right and exhale out through the right. Taking the inhale in through the right, closing off, opening the left and exhaling out through the left. Taking the inhale in through the left, closing off and exhaling out through the right. So keeping that rhythm going, and that's your focus. Keeping the shoulders relaxed and being gentle with your touch. So gently closing the nostril off, gently resting the fingers on your forehead. And just allowing that breath to slowly enter in through one nostril and out through the other, which naturally just slows everything down. And the focus on what you're doing is just bringing that attention and awareness to your breath. So bringing you into that present moment. And then I want you to just gently finish out of the nostril that you started. So out of that left nostril, and then relax the hands onto the knees or into your lap and bring the breath in through both nostrils. Hopefully they've cleared a bit. You might have found, like I say, one side might be stuffier than the other. And then still keeping the eyes closed and the shoulders relaxed. And then you're going to uncross your feet wherever they are. Bring your feet flat and your knees bent. Bring the hands to the bottom of the knees and then the feet just a little bit wider than the hips. And you're going to lift the chest up, like you're trying to draw the heart up, and then you're going to curl back, keeping a hold of the knees. And then slowly lift that chest up, and then curling back, softening the chin towards the chest, and then inhale, lift, and then exhale, curl in the back. Slowly you're going to lower yourself all the way to the floor, gently as you go. Nice. And just get yourself into a nice position. So take the base of the skull up a little bit, softening the chin. Finding that nice position so that your lower back feels supported, so the knees are bent, the feet are flat. And then bring the hands to the lower part of the rib cage. And again, just taking a moment to just slow everything down. Feel the rib cage move. And just whilst you're laying there, you're feeling yourself sort of settling, relaxing, and letting go. You're going to let the left leg go straight and bring the right knee into your chest. So you'll feel the small of your back sort of touch the mat, and you're hugging that knee in. Flex and point that right foot, slowly waking it up. Take the knee across to the left. Extend the right arm so the wrist is in line with the shoulder and gently twist. Try to think about moving that right rib cage space. So bringing it out to the side. So we often think our rib cage just moves forward and back, but the side and the back will also move. And then come back to centre. Drop in the right foot, and then you're going to cross the left leg over the right. So it's like you're crossing your legs. Bring the knees into your chest, hugging them in. And if you can, or you want to, you can take a hold of your feet and almost bring them out to the side. Yeah, good work. If not, you can just keep a hold of the knees and hug them into the chest whilst they're crossed. So as if you're crossing your legs under a table or seated in a chair, that's how you're doing it whilst you're sitting down. And then this shoelace stretch, you bring the feet out to the side. It really gets to the top of those glutes. And then gently release. Letting the right leg go straight, the left knee into your chest. Left foot moving wherever you want it to. And then take that knee across over to the right. Extend that left arm so the wrist is in line with the shoulder, and just allow the knee to travel towards the floor. It probably won't hit it, it might do. And then we're thinking about moving that rib cage again. And then coming back to centre. Dropping that left foot and you're crossing the right leg over the left. Hopefully that is correct, and it's the opposite leg that we've just done. So you're hugging the knees into your chest. You can lift your forehead up to meet your knees if you find that a bit more comfy. So one hand on each knee, hugging it into your chest. Or you're taking your feet and you're taking them out to the side to find that shoelace stretch. And you may find it comfortable bringing the head up towards the knees to find the feet. And then gently release. Cross the ankles and find yourself up to seated. Giving yourself a little spinal massage if you want to, or just bringing yourself up. And just crossing your legs. Bring the hips away from the ankles if you can, so there's a bit of space. And you're just going to inhale, reach the arms up, and then fold forward. Just let the hands rest, the back round. And allow yourself to just sink over. Doesn't matter whether you're close to your body or not. Hopefully you can find some kind of stretch somewhere or some kind of modification to get you to where you want to be. And allow the breath to soften. Try and relax the mind as well as your body. Slowly start to walk the hands up. You're going to straighten the left leg and then bring the right foot over the top. So you can stay here, or if you're happy, you can sweep that left foot in towards your right hip. When you do that, you want to keep your bum on the floor. So if your bum is really lifting, straighten that bottom leg. You're going to bring the right hand behind you, lift the chest, either hugging the knee or bringing the tricep to the outside of that right knee. And using that as a bit of leverage. Or you can just hug the knee with that left hand, turning the chest round to the right. Try not to use your head to twist the body round. You lift the heart and draw the body around. So always saying, like, try to listen to your body and things like that. So trying not to get in a pose because you think that's where you should be. Just being at the stage that is good for you. And then you come round for a counter twist. So the left hand is behind you and you can bring that arm to the inside of the right knee. Again, twisting the heart around rather than using the head to bring the body round. And then come back to centre, straightening the right leg, and then you'll bring the left foot over the top. You're staying here if that is what's available to you, or you bring that right foot in towards your hip. Bring that left hand behind you and lift the heart up. You're either hugging the right knee, or again you bring the tricep to the outside of the left knee. As you turn the chest, rather than the head turning the chest, lifting the heart, bringing yourself round. Again, if the bum is really lifted, you need to straighten that bottom leg. And as you exhale, you might find you can twist round a little fraction more. And then coming round to the right for a counter twist. Slowly does it. Right hand behind you, and then bring the arm to the inside of that left knee as you turn the heart around. And again, just keeping the neck and the head nice and neutral rather than cranking it round, trying to look behind. Just bringing the heart round. And then come back to centre, sweeping yourself into a tabletop position. And we're just going to dip the hips down to the right and sweep the bum round and up to the left. So circling those hips round. This is basically, you can do whatever you want. Move however you want. If you want to move through cat-cow, if you want to move more weight into your wrists, there is literally no right or wrong. It's your time to move however you want. Closing the eyes if you want to, keeping the breath nice and slow. And then come to a nice flat back. Just check that the shoulders are over the wrists and the hips are over the knees, so that you're in that tabletop position. Not letting the bum drop. Arms nice and strong. And you're just going to circle that right knee. So allow the hip to be open. So small circles if you've got real clicky hips. And then just circling it back, changing directions, bringing it around. And then just kick it out to the side. Here, you're going to start to walk the hands forward as if you're coming into that puppy pose. You don't have to go all the way down. It might be that you want to keep the arms straight, entirely up to you. If not, you're just walking the hands forward and melting that chest down. Not holding the breath. And then, if you can, start to walk the hands over to the right a little bit, and you'll feel that stretch on the inner thigh a little bit more. And then slowly start to walk the hands all the way back so they're underneath the shoulders. Keep that right leg straight and keep it behind, extend it behind you. And then you're going to extend the opposite arm. Find the balance. Draw the heel into your bottom if you can and sweep around. If not, just keep the foot and the hand extended and find that balance. Try not to sink into that right arm, keeping it nice and strong. And then gently release with control. Bring the knee and the hand down. Start to circle the left knee, nice and slowly, so don't rush it. Really try and open up that hip. As if someone was trying to mobilise that hip for you, they'd do it really slowly and gently so that you could feel that movement. And then reverse it. And as you do it slowly, you can just be more aware of how it moves. And then bring it all the way out to the side. So it might be that you want to stay here with the arms straight and that leg out. See if you can, start to walk the hands forward and melt that chest down. Try and give you the variations of what works best for you. And then if you feel like you want to, you can bring the hands around towards that left knee, towards the left foot, wherever the arms are able to go. Almost like you're trying to get into every little crevice to iron it out. And slowly start to walk the hands back so that the wrists underneath the shoulders, sweeping that straight leg back behind you. Extending the opposite arm, and you're staying there, you're finding that balance, or bring the heel into your bottom and reach around. Even if you can't take a hold of the foot, you can still open up that chest. Keep the heel in towards your bottom. And push into the hand, lifting that heart. And then gently release, bring the hand and the knee down, tuck the toes and find yourself into downward dog. So lifting the bottom up. And again, it's your time to move and dance however you want to in this position. Trying to just release that lower back pressure. And then you're going to come forward into a plank. I know it's supposed to be gentle, but you can drop the knees. And then lower the chest all the way down. Lovely. Bringing that left arm forward. So we've done shoelace legs, we've got to do shoelace arms as well. You're going to feed the right arm underneath that left armpit. Again, your option is to stay there, or you just walk that left hand all the way over to the right. You tuck the toes and you push yourself like a little caterpillar over your arms a little bit more. Trying to rest the head if you can. Close the eyes if you want to. Close the mouth. And allow that stretch to just set in. Feeling that breath move your body as you inhale and exhale. Releasing the right hand forward if it was down to the side, and then bringing the right hand forward, left hand forward. Then the left arm, don't know what's going on with my left and right, so left arm underneath the right armpit. Keep the right hand forward or walking it in the opposite direction. Again, moving like that little caterpillar over the shoulders to feel that release. But you can still keep that right arm in front if you're not quite ready to go for that full stretch. Gradually build yourself up. Try not to rush to that end pose. Not putting any pressure on yourself wherever you are, whatever stage you're at. Just trying to accept that that's where you are right now. Releasing that right arm out gently and the left. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and you're going to come through into a child's pose, but come wide knees. So widen the knees and then sink the hips down. You can make a little pillow for your head, or if you feel comfortable with the arms forward, then keep them forward. More about trying to stretch out those inside of the hip. So it's a wide kneed pose to get to the inside of the groin, the front of the hips. Slowly start to bring yourself up. Draw the knees together. And then you're going to come up onto your knees. We're going to bring the right foot forward. And then frame in the foot with your hands, just coming into a low lunge. So the hands are either side. Your chest can either be resting on your knee, or you can bring your hands to your knee. Just to allow the hips to push forward. And then we're going to come to half splits, and then we'll move between the two. So you're going to start to straighten the right leg, bring the hands to the earth to support you, push the bottom away. And then with support, so either with the hands either side, just pushing the hips forward and straightening that right leg. forward and back. And then just relaxing into the half splits again. Tends to be the hamstrings that are the tightest, I think. And then placing that right foot to the earth, lifting yourself up, and see if you can just bring that right knee back. Bit of mobility, and then bringing the left foot forward into the lunge position. So you can keep your hands to the floor, or you can bring the hands to the knee, whatever is more comfortable, but you're just trying to stretch out that right groin. And then straightening the left leg, but you need to support yourself. So keep the hands to the earth. And knowing that we can move between the two. So bring a bend into the knee. So you're moving from lunge to half splits. Slowly between the two. No rush. And then you're going to hang in the half splits just a little bit longer. And then placing the left foot to the earth. Bringing the chest up. Again, a little bit of mobility so you can take that left knee back. Oh, good work. Onto your bottom and then sweeping the legs around. They're going to be straight in front of you, or you can have a slight bend in them, and you're going to fold over. So reaching the arms up, take an inhale and then exhale, fold forward. So knees can be bent. You can have a hold of your ankle. Just trying to kind of ground yourself, so allow yourself to sort of cocoon in. If you do have a hold of your feet, you can kind of push your hands away and feel a stretch around your shoulders. But no worries if you can't take a hold of your feet and that's not available to you. Just allow your back to soften. And lifting the chest, straightening that back, so stacking the shoulders on top of the hips. You're going to bring yourself down. If you need to bend the knees and support yourself, you can do that. If not, you're going to try and curl yourself down. You're going to reach your arms up over your head, grab hold of your left wrist, and just allow a little stretch down that left side. So grab hold of the left wrist and bring it over to the right. And then take a hold of the right wrist, anchoring it almost to the top left-hand corner of your mat to feel that stretch down the right side. And then bring it back to center, reaching the arms up and pushing the feet away and push your hands away, like one big full body stretch. And then hug the knees into your chest, bring your forehead up to meet your knees if you can, squeezing yourself, giving yourself a big hug. And then relaxing yourself into your Shavasana. Releasing all of that tension, allowing yourself to just melt into the earth. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just about giving yourself those few moments of stillness. Allowing yourself to just almost sigh into that position. The body just sighing and relaxing. Try and soften in the face by relaxing the jaw, so allowing the tongue to drop to the bottom of your mouth. Naturally, just let that jaw release. Just feeling that sensation of letting go, of releasing. And then bringing the hands to your jaw and just giving yourself a little bit of a massage. Gently doing a little circular motion in one way, then the other. Massaging the forehead with your fingertips. Running the fingertips through the scalp, waking everything up, allowing that blood to just rush to those places. And then allow your body to stretch and move. Gently hugging the knees into your chest when you're ready. And finding yourself gently into a comfortable seat, either going to the side first or rocking yourself up. Relaxing the shoulders, drawing the crown of the head up nice and tall. Bring the hands to heart center, palms together. May you feel safe and loved, at peace and ease. Namaste.